day, everyone. This is my report about the technologies of mass communication. Mass communication is practiced multiple mediums, such as print media. Print media includes book, magazines, and newspapers. Broadcast media include radio, film, and television. And the digital media include internet and mobile mass communication. In this modern era, mass communication is being used to disperse information at an accelerated rate, often about politics and other charged topics. The media theorist McLuhan once declared that the medium is the message. He used his analysis of technology to examine the impact of electronic media. He declared that the television was turning the world into a global village. Television, not a simple bearer or messages, it is also shapes the social behavior of users and reorient family behaviors. Cell phones may expand people's senses because they provide the capability to talk to more people instantaneously and simultaneously. That's all about my topic, technologies of mass communication. Thank you.
Hey, I'm Jonah Dillis and I assigned the topic the global village and the cultural imperialism. The global village describes the phenomenon of the entire world becoming more interconnected as the result of the propagation of media technologies throughout the world. All parts of the world are being brought together by the internet. So the term was coined by a Canadian media theorist, Marshall McLuhan. So McLuhan used his analysis of technology to examine the impact of electronic media. Declared that television was turning into the world into a global village. Cultural imperialism is that the customs, traditions, religions and language, social and moral norms, and other aspects of imposing community are distinct from, though often closely related to the economic and political systems that shape the other community. It is a form of imperialism in the imposing communities the authority of its way of life over the other population by either transforming or replacing aspect of the non-dominant community's culture. So, cultural imperialism is a media globalization coupled with an American hegemony would create a form of this. American values and culture would overwhelm all others. So Herbert Schiller argued that not only was a world being Americanized, but that this process also led to the spread of American capitalized values like consumerism. So John Tomlinson is a cultural globalization is simply a euphemism for Western cultural imperialism since it promotes homogenized, westernized consumer culture. And that's the global village and the cultural imperialism. Good morning everyone, good morning ma'am. I am Jonah T. Dillis and I assigned the critics of the cultural imperialism. So proponents of the idea of cultural imperialism ignored the fact that media messages are not just made by producer but also consumed by audiences. Commonly claim that non-Western cultures, particularly from the Third World, will forsake their traditional values and cause their cultural identities when they are solely exposed to the Western media. So Ian Ang studied the ways in which different viewers in the Netherlands experience watching the American soap opera called Dallas. So through the letters from the 42 viewers, she presented a detailed analysis of watching soap operas. Iluhu Katz and Tamer Liebes from the letters So What He Did. Iluhu Katz made substantial contributions to the field of communication, especially in areas of media's effects, diffusion, uses, and gratification and reception and media events. They decided to post Ang's analysis about the soap operas of Dallas. They argued that the texts are received differently by a varied interpretative communities. So Russian will suspicious about the show context. That he believes that the American, it was a primarily about the lives of the rich. Apart from the challenges of the audience studies, the cultural imperialism thesis has been believed that the renewed strength of the regional trend and globalization process. Example to that is an Asian was bloomed worldwide through globalization of media. So example of Japanese brand is Hello Kitty and Mario Brothers and Pokemon and everything. Then sushi globalized as an Asian cuisine. So sushi is a Japanese food. Japanese dish of preferred vinegared rice accompanied by a variety of ingredients such as seafood, often raw and vegetables. Styles of sushi and its presentation may vary widely, but one key ingredient is a saucy rice. And there is more is Jollibee, the number one choice for fast food in Brunei. So we all know that Jollibee is very widely as the strongest among its international operation.
Good day, Mom. I will be reporting the social media and the creation of cyber ghettos. At this point in time, only a few media scholars argue that the world is becoming culturally homogeneous. A sense of pride in one's culture, nationality, and common background with fellow citizens. Internet and social media are proving that the globalization of culture and ideas can be more in different direction, which means the spread of dominant culture. Social media. The effect of social media to us enabled user to be consumer and producer of information simultaneously. For example, Women's March against Donald Trump began with a tweet from a Hawaii lawyer and became a global movement. Splinternet. Splinternet, also referred to cyber balkanization, which means various bubbles people place themselves in when they are online, or a smaller groups with similar interest to degree that they show a narrow-minded approach to outsiders or those with contradictory views. On information and fake news. For example, Vladimir Putin, a Russian dictator who hired armies of social media or trolls to manipulate public opinion through intimidation and the spreading of the fake news. Trolls mean paid user who harass political opponents. Global online propaganda will be the biggest threat to face as the globalization of media depends.
Hello everyone, I'm Roselle Jade Akasha Dalote, your last reporter. So the given topic of mine is multiple attributes of global city. 1. Economic power. 2. To measure the economic competitiveness of a city. The Economic Intelligence Unit criteria: market size, purchasing power of citizens, size of the middle class, potential of growth. Those are Economics Intelligence Unit's criteria. Third, global cities are also centers of authority. 4. The cities that house major international organizations may also be considered centers of political influence. Number 5. Global cities are centers of higher learning and cultural. The challenges of global city. First, cities can be sustainable because of their density. 2. The major terror of attacks of recent years have also targeted cities. I think that's all for my part. Thank you.